Alright folks, this is RogueMogul, and if this all works out, this is my Q&A answers video. So if you guys will remember, back at the beginning of May, I had asked everyone for submissions for a Q&A video, and I did get a lot of questions, so that's kind of cool. I haven't had a chance until now. Hey kitty cat. It's not our cat, by the way. So yeah, it's been a while, and I apologize for that, but I'm going to get down to it now. So I'm going to take these in the order of, take them in the order that I got them. This is free entertainment, by the way. What are you getting ready to do? What you getting ready to do? Okay. Question number 1, Ron C. asks, what is the longest distance you've ridden on a motorcycle? Good question, Ron. Thank you. I don't remember the exact mileage. It was well over 1,000 miles, though, but not over 2. So that is the longest distance I've ridden, and that wasn't a contiguous distance. That was a you know, a multi-day trip. If it's what's the longest distance in one single day, I think 450 miles, maybe. Second question, Bacon's Broken Bits asks, how many dicks have you had that you haven't told anyone about? Bacon, I've told everyone about all the dicks that I've had. Yoho-san asks, unlimited budget, what bike would you pick new? That's a good question. I know I'd really like to ride like a Bimota, like a DB8. I'd probably like to ride a, whatever the $60,000 Ducati Panigale was, the Panigale R maybe? I don't even know. That would be kind of cool. But as far as owning, it's probably going to be like a touring bike, like a BMW K1600 or something like that. Just something that's kind of expensive. But yeah, tough question. I don't have a good answer because I don't really have dream bikes. As far as the classic, I really would like to have like an old BMW. That'd be kind of cool. Matthew Williams asks, how many years have you been married? I've been married to my wife about 3 years. We've been together for over 10. Reggie with 2 G's asks, motovlogging is off the table. What do you do on YouTube as a content creator? Nothing. Motovlogging is my jam. CM Moto asks, if you could only have a motorcycle or a car, which would you have? In the states you live in, remember winter and all. This is a really tough question. I'm a musician and I play in bands and have to move equipment from place to place, so it would have to be a car, unfortunately. Unless I was to give up that hobby, which I probably won't. NC Stoney asks, you are on death row and scheduled to be executed tomorrow. What would you pick as your last meal? Man, that's a tough question. Probably something comfort food like, you know, something with macaroni and cheese or something with a grilled cheese sandwich. Just something that would kind of give you that one last kick of youthfulness. TF Tube asks, what do you do for a living? I work. I don't want to get into too much detail because private things have to stay private, but I am a manager for an engineering group. So we'll leave it at that. Bronco Ride asks, what would be your favorite place in the States to ride? I don't know, because unfortunately I've not been everywhere. I've not ridden everywhere. I love riding in the North Carolina mountains. I've been to several states, and there are probably quite a few that I'd like to ride in. South Dakota, of course. Would love to ride through there. not during Sturgis, of course, because fuck that. California, I'd love to ride in California. I'd love to ride some of the off-road stuff in Utah. If you could live anywhere in the U.S., where would it be? This is the second part of his question. Another good question. I actually kind of really like it here in North Carolina. But I would definitely love to live in California. Someday I would love to live in Baja, Mexico. That's not the U.S. though, so that kind of counts that out. Good questions, thanks. Next, Yoho-san asks, thoughts on a Can-Am Spyder, motorcycle or no? Technically no, they don't meet my qualification for a motorcycle because they have 3 wheels instead of 2. A 3-wheeler to me is a trike. Does that make them any less part of the motorcycle, the motorcycle brethren? I think in spirit they are part of the motorcycle brethren. So, I don't get hung up on what people ride, whether it's a trike or a Spyder. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, it is not a motorcycle because it does not have 2 wheels. But I'd still ride one. Mr. Square Art asked a handful of questions. Have you ever seen the International Space Station fly over? Nope. Do you know why the sky is blue? I've heard an answer for that, but I don't recall. Do you ever think of yourself as eye candy? No, definitely not. Could you maybe do a P.O. box opening if you had a P.O. box? Yeah, I do have a P.O. box, and I should go check it. I haven't checked it in over a month. But, yeah, doing an opening video would be kind of cool, right? Lastly, Wolf asks why, and I think that's probably the most important question of all. And the answer is because. Alright, folks, that is the end of the Q&A video. Once again, I apologize for that taking so long to roll out. But, yeah, there you have it. Thanks for watching. I would say thanks for taking this ride with me, but I'm not riding. You have been wonderful. I've just been sitting here looking at a computer screen. If you have any questions or comments that you want to add to this conversation, please do so down in the comment section below. Alright, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.